These two Big Macs from McDonald's cost me $14.05. And it got me wondering, how many Big Macs could I have made if I had $14.05 to spend on groceries? Could I even get all of the ingredients to make them?
So today, we're putting that to the test.
But there's a twist. We're going to make the burger bigger to keep you fuller and also comparing taste. But making it a healthier version as well, because two McDonald's Big Macs clock in at 1,140 calories, which is about 91 minutes of running. So enjoying your favorite burger without feeling the need to undo your belt loop is always a bonus.
Now, the goal of this video is not just to harp on McDonald's, because let's face it, we've probably all eaten there at some point in our lives and it tasted good. The French fries that have that tantalizing taste in your mouth and the way it makes you, you get the point. So here are the biggest reasons why I don't frequent McDonald's as much as I used to.
It isn't cheap, it's super calorie dense, and the quality ain't there. If you look at their Big Mac commercials compared to what you get, well, you can see the difference. For my own curiosity, I actually deconstructed the Big Mac itself to see what you get for nearly $7, and it's not really a lot. Add on the calories to it, and the meal itself just doesn't seem as worth it when I ordered it. Now, the actual weight of the Big Mac was 208 grams, and the weight of the bun itself was 110. So nearly 53% of the Big Mac comes from the weight of the bun. But when we buy a Big Mac, we get it for that beefy taste. So when you look at what you get for 570 calories, which is about 46 minutes of running per burger, surely I can make a hearty homemade Big Mac for less than 570 calories while increasing the protein, because that's what you get a burger for.
So in my version of the Big Mac, I'm going to up the protein so that you feel fuller for longer. And I'm also going to make that homemade Big Mac sauce because homemade is always better. So without further ado, let's head to the grocery store and see if we can stay under budget of that $14.05.
So I headed to our local grocery store, Thrifty Foods. It was easy to find the ingredients as there are really only 7 basic ones that you need to make the Big Mac. The ingredients are the ground beef, the lettuce, the onion, the bun, the Big Mac sauce, but we're making homemade sauce which has mayonnaise, pickle relish, onion powder, white vinegar, mustard, garlic powder, salt, Kraft cheese singles, and paprika.
So I got the receipt here, and with taxes and everything, the price came to $44.32, which is a little higher than I wanted to spend. But from the looks of it on what we got, I'm thinking we can make more than 2 Big Macs here. There are items here that we're going to have extra of. Obviously, I can't just go out and buy half an onion. I have to buy the entire thing. So if I really stuck to the actual portioned amount per burger, I'm sure that this bill could have been cheaper. Now comes the fun part, turning all of this into the best Big Mac and seeing how many we can actually make, plus the taste test too.
So starting with the ground beef. Firstly, I'm not too sure what McDonald's uses to season their meat, so I'm sticking to the good old salt and pepper because they've never failed me before. For each patty, I'm going to weigh them and they'll be around 90 grams, which is about half the weight of a can of soup. There are different types of ground meat out there, and I got extra lean ground beef to save on the calories, but keep the protein high. That way, they're not too hefty and don't overpower the rest of the burger. Once it's all mixed together, let that sit in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes so that the salt and pepper get to talk to the meat for a bit and blend together. After we've got the patties all weighed up and sitting in the fridge getting to know the salt and pepper a little better, it's time to get those toppings prepped. It's considerably easy to get them set up. Just take them out of the fridge, dice up that lettuce, and make sure to grate your onions instead of chopping them. It changes the texture a ton and really helps complement the other ingredients. Next, we have the most demanding portion of this recipe, the sauce. Start by adding half a cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of relish, 1.5 tablespoons of mustard, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, half a tablespoon of garlic powder, half a tablespoon of onion powder, half a tablespoon of paprika, a quarter tablespoon of salt, and grate a little bit of onion as well.
Now, the regular Big Mac sauce that you can buy from the grocery store is about 60 calories per 12 grams, which is about 5 minutes of running. And ideally, you'd want 24 grams of sauce on the burger so that each bite is amazing. So with the homemade sauce, you can drastically cut down on the sauce itself by switching to light mayonnaise.
Once we've got that sauce made up, make sure to lightly oil the skillet so it prevents sticking when you put the patty down. Now, with all these patties cooked, they clock in at 162 calories per burger, which is a good number of calories to come from your meats. The protein from each patty is nearly 20 grams and still gives you a chunk of calories left over for the buns and toppings to go inside.
Okay, so we've got the sauce made, we've got the patty burgers all done up, all the toppings are here and ready to go. Now it's on to the last part and possibly the most important part of the entire step, and that's giving the buns a little crisp and giving them that golden seared color.
Make sure to give that bun the sear it deserves, but not so much that you let it go for too long because no one wants that black char on their burger. You can always put some butter on the skillet to add some more flavor, but remember, this burger is not only about taste, we're also trying to make it a healthier version too, so putting just a small thin layer of olive oil instead of butter can work fine too. Now, my favorite part, assembling it. Let's start with the bottom of the bun and give it a little smear of the sauce. Next, a thin layer of iceberg lettuce, then gently place down a slice of that cheese. Next, we're going to sprinkle some of those grated onions on before we add one of the beef patties and then another small serving of that oh so delicious sauce. Take the bottom part of the second donor bun and place that on top. Now we repeat the process again. Sauce, iceberg lettuce, cheese, patty, onion, and then the top part of the bun.
So here it is, the most incredible Big Mac homemade burger ever made. It looks incredible, doesn't it? Now, for the nutritional facts.
This burger comes in at 610 calories with 50 grams of protein, 44 grams of carbs, and 26 grams of fat. Now, compare that to the McDonald's Big Mac, which has 590 calories, 25 grams of protein, 46 grams of carbs, and 34 grams of fat. This homemade Big Mac has doubled in protein, all while keeping very similar to the calories of the McDonald's Big Mac. By doing this, you're able to feel fuller for longer and not needing to snack on other foods.
Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. We've made the burger itself healthier, more protein, and just bigger and more filling. But how does it taste? For me, this is my most favorite part of the video, getting to decide which one is better between the two, and of course, eating them. So, let's give these babies a try. Well, I can definitely say that this is a McDonald's Big Mac. It for sure has that iconic taste that we're all familiar with. Now we're gonna get to try the homemade Big Mac. Now, the flavor compounds on this burger are superior. That is for sure. That patty is amazing. At the end of the day, these burgers are both good. You know what you're going to get when you get a McDonald's Big Mac, but honestly, this homemade version just sits better on my taste buds. From the sauce to the golden sear of the bun, it just all honestly comes together each time when you take a bite. Also, the bun ratio. I just find that they complement each other way more with this burger than the McDonald's one. I find myself getting lost in the McDonald's Big Mac in regards to the bun to meat ratio. It doesn't sit as well as it does with the homemade burger. Also, the homemade Big Mac sauce. It was seriously a success. This is something that is delicious that I will definitely be putting on other foods in the future. Total, I was actually able to make 2 big burgers, homemade ones, and it ended up coming out to about an average cost price of $21. But taking into account the bunch of leftovers that I have from all the ingredients that I had to get, it brings the average roughly down to $14 per burger. Was it more expensive than getting them at McDonald's? Yes. But I know that one, they are healthier, they are far tastier than what you'll ever get at McDonald's, that's for sure. So with saying that, I'd say that this was a total success. Not only did we make burgers that were tastier, but they were healthier too. I hope you all enjoyed this challenge. And if you did, leave a comment below on what I should make next. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.